Wherever you are on your spiritual path, you are embraced here. We believe that we are co-creators with the divine and that you can change your life by changing your mind and your vibration. Ernest Holmes is the founder of our philosophy. We teach universal truths from the world's spiritual teachings. Please visit our website, Center for Spiritual Living, AntelopeValley.com for more information. And just a suggestion, maybe make that a shortcut somewhere on the desktop to avoid typing. So I want to thank all the volunteers, the participants. Thank David for being here, for our speaker. Miriam will be lighting the candles. Aaron will be doing announcements. Frank and Bonnie are in the sound booth. And our center singers are here to bless us. So thank you all. Announcements. That was Aaron, yes. He will tell us what's going on now and in the near future. Here you go.
All right, announcements for October 19th. There. Classes, sign up now for this certificated class called Exploring the Roots of Science of Mind by Renee Cornwell. Starts Wednesday, October 22nd from 6 to 9 p.m. This 10-week class brings into sharper focus your grasp of science of mind fundamentals by exploring the soil in which Holmes's ideas took root. The class is an investment of $220, $200 for members. And since this is starting right away, if you want to get in on the ground floor, go see Renee today after the service. Garden fundraiser. Our community vegetable gardens are growing beautifully. Please note your donation is for the garden fund if you're going to donate towards the garden fund. And speak to Tiffany Lee if you can help. All right. Our current events. Dean Everson Williams will strengthen your mind and body with her yoga classes every Saturday morning at 9 a.m. $20 donation is gratefully accepted. Our monthly men's group meets. That's a lot of M's. On Tuesday, October 21st, which is coming up. Hold on. Yeah, Tuesday, October 21st at 6 p.m. It's facilitated by our core council president, Frank Williams. Stacy's New Moon Sound Bath is on Tuesday, October 21st at 7 p.m. Don't worry, you can share space. It'll be great. Sonically Connect to the Moon with the Crystal Singing Sound Bowls. This meditation experience is a $20 love donation. And Day of Community Service Garden Cleanup is Saturday, October 25th at 10 a.m. Please help us tidy up outside for our Day of the Dead celebration. Volunteers are needed, and I'm going to go off script. If you want to help, come raise your hand. Put people on the spot. Perfect. We've got some able-bodied help. On Saturday, October 25th at 1 p.m., Reverend Jessica Fish facilitates a Zoom bereavement support group. The link information is on our website. It's in the weekly email bulletin or on the brochure on the back table. Our Authentically Me Women's group meets at 3 p.m. on the fourth Sunday of the month. October's meeting is on the 26th. Each moment of this group is designed to bring joy and laughter into your life. Join us on Saturday, November 1st for the Day of the Dead celebration. Be there, be square. Join us as we remember and honor those who have gone before us. Participants can build an altar, sing songs, share memories. We have live music scheduled, and it's going to be pretty cool. Dancers, vendors for food, booths, all kinds of stuff. If you want to do a booth, we still have space. It's only $50. And you can contact Tiffany Lee or Veronica for more information. Oh, and this whole thing's in Spanish. All right. No, I can't. There is on November 1st at 10 o'clock. Oh, that's just the same thing. Okay. This is what I just said. Sunday, November 5th from 1 to 2 p.m. is the next meeting of our Cosmically Connected Kids Club. Speak to Christine or Kate for more information. Compassionate Care Team. If you know someone in our spiritual community that's having health challenges, is in the hospital, or is otherwise in need of support, please have them contact Joe McLaughlin when she gets here. And then, is anyone here for the first time? Thought I recognized you all. Then, well, welcome back. And at the end of the service, you can experience a 2-minute tune-up with our practitioners. So you can come forward, you can get a 2-minute tune-up, get a little bit of practitioner love. But if you're not going to do that, let's just all go over and enjoy the snacks quietly and let them to their business. Thank you very much.
I have a mic. We are all so happy to be here with you as one. We're singing Get Ready, My Soul by Daniel Nahmod. It's work. We can do it. Let go, dear. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in to the sweetest kind of love, to the sweetest kind of life. Get ready, get ready, my soul. Everything I've ever done, everything I've ever seen, everything I've lost or won, everything I've ever dreamed has brought me here to the present moment here, to a new beginning here, and I'm seeing life so clearly now. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in to the deepest kind of love, to the sweetest kind of life. Get ready, my soul. 'Cause here I come, deeper, deeper, deeper than I've ever been before. Here I go, closer, closer, closer to my sacred source. Here I go, deeper, deeper, deeper than I've ever been before. Here I go, closer, closer, closer to my sacred source. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in to the deepest kind of love, to the sweetest kind of life. Get ready, get ready, my soul.
Thank you. We are truly blessed to have such wonderful singers. Yes, our very own choir of angels. So Miriam will help us with the candle lighting ceremony, lighting the flames of faith, a call to service. We perform this ceremony to promote the universal consciousness of life, which acknowledges that all people and all faiths, all sentient beings, come from one great universal presence, which we call spirit. Fundamental to this truth is the unifying nature of all religious thought and experience, which we honor here today. We light the first candle for the Tao, honoring the universal path of harmony and equilibrium, the natural way. We light the second candle for the shamanic traditions, honoring the belief and practices of all indigenous peoples, the way of primal spirituality. We light the third candle for Hinduism, honoring the path of knowledge, action, and devotion. We light the fourth candle for Judaism, honoring the ethical path of living by sacred law. We light the fifth candle for all forms of Buddhism, honoring the Four Noble Truths and the path of compassion. We light the sixth candle for all forms of Christianity, honoring the Christ consciousness as the path of love. We light the seventh candle for all forms of Islam, honoring the path of submission to the will of God as the highest calling. We light the eighth candle for the universalistic religion of Baha'i, honoring the path of unity and peace. We light the ninth candle for all forms of New Thought, honoring the metaphysical path of mental healing through the practice of universal spiritual principles. We light the 10th candle for those who are as yet unaware of spirit in their lives and for the space we are holding for them here at the center. As we light the healing candles, please put silently into the light the names of anyone you wish to experience the healing flame of God's eternal love. I'd like to take today's reading from the Science of Mind magazine. The Heart Gets It. Follow Where It Leads, by Trish Hall, who's the head of spiritual head of CSL Metro, which is in Arlington, Virginia. Our hearts are biased by nature. We are wired to seek commonalities, experiences of oneness. The heart knows all about oneness. The heart understands that it is an outlet of spirit, the one spirit that simultaneously uses myriad individualizations of itself as outlets. Bias is neither positive nor negative. Although often associated with closed-mindedness and prejudice, bias is simply a perceptual filter that causes us to give disproportionate weight either for or against something. Research shows that bias can be innate or learned. It further supports the notion that we come into the world prepared to perceive it in certain ways. As spirit, we arrive in this world seeking confirmation of what our hearts already know. We are one with and inseparable from spirit, our indivisible essence. We feel an irresistible and often incomprehensibly compelling desire to seek experiences in the physical world that emulate the divine oneness known in our hearts. We may confuse this yearning with the desire for physical connection. In truth, this divine compulsion pushes us to discover a means to express what has been imparted by Spirit in, through, and as us. The heart, not being limited by nonsensical, damaging self-talk and concerns about what others may think, knows itself as an outlet. The heart flings itself open to express its nature, Spirit's nature. It understands the infinite knowingness, the wisdom of Spirit. It shouts impatiently from within, "It's all here. It's all available. Take it and use it, no limits, no bounds. What is here in me is in and as you. You are an activity of Spirit, an individuated outlet of divine wisdom and power. Latent within each of us is everything needed to mend any sense of separation and heal the world." In this thing called life, Ernest Holmes tells us that we exist so that Spirit has uncountable unique outlets for its expression. Drink in what this means. You are pure potentiality, imbued with immeasurable wisdom and power. It is yours to use. Spirit is the source of life-affirming desires arising within you. The more vibrancy you express life, the more graciously and easily you function as Spirit's means to express in the world. Desire arising from within you is Spirit, pushing forth its own self-expression. You are an infinite, inseparable partnership with Spirit. Those sudden, strong, and unreflective urges, those grand and glorious world-transforming desires, are the impulses of Spirit springing into expression by way of you. Let us pray. Divine Spirit is all around us. Infinite wisdom, infinite power, and infinite love. Simply put, there is no spot where God is not. The infinite God of the universe, who makes stars and planets, is also our innermost God. The divine spark that is in our hearts makes us privy to all the wisdom, power, and love of God. So, as we go about our lives this week, I know that we cherish and follow our hearts in the exercise of that divinity. We have no fear, no hesitation, no pause to follow that divine guidance. We only need to listen to our hearts to feel the presence, to dream the possibilities, to seize the moments in true appreciation of our own divine magnificence. I am grateful for this knowledge, grateful for our inspired speaker, David Matthew Brown, and especially grateful for this loving community gathered here today. I release this word to law, knowing it is done, as together we say, and so it is. Our center singers, we are blessed.
He just said it. We are blessed. You are blessed. We are a blessing to the world.
Blessing to the world.
with great pleasure that I can introduce our speaker today, David Matthew Brown. Thank you for being here.
As some of you know, the talk title is Orgasmic Love. I thought the singers would sing "It's Getting Hot in Here" before I talked. That is not the case. So what does that mean? We're going to work ourselves slowly up to the actual talk title. And we're going to talk about the first part of prayer in religious science, which is God. We are human, Hugh, God, man, woman. We're a mixture of God, man on this planet. And we seem to have gotten caught up in our humanity in the man-woman part. And we're losing track of the Hugh. And in ancient Egypt, they used to chant Hugh. That would be the service. They would keep chanting it over and over again to remind themselves of who they are and where they're coming from. So we are in a health crisis, a pandemic, if you will, in this world with our minds. We have lost our minds. Literally, we have no control over our own individual mind. And individuality means we're one, that we are in it together, that we are a collected we. We come here to have control over this mind so that we're able to use the mind and not let the mind use us. And when we get out into the world, you can see how the mind is using people all day long, and people are lost in the frequency of their thoughts. And yet, when we come here and we speak a mind treatment to somebody as a practitioner, the first thing we say is we acknowledge the truth. The truth doesn't need you to believe it. If I put the truth in this room, I guarantee you everybody would fight it until they finally succumbed to the truth. The truth has nothing to do with this side or that. The truth is the truth, will always be the truth when we're here and when we're not here, for the rest of our entire beings that live and exist on this planet. So we acknowledge that here in the spiritual mind treatment by saying that God is all that there is. That God is everywhere present, that there's one intelligence, one mind operating on this planet all the time, and it is expressing itself in every single way possible. As you are an expression. That means that your life when you wake up in the morning is highly responsible for bringing this to the planet. So do you punch the time card for God when you wake up in the morning by going into meditation and prayer work? Or do you punch the time card and go to Complain Book, Facebook, and watch everybody complain about everybody? Socially, we have a problem because socially we go to social media, which has nothing to do with being social. Our social requirement is that we are connected and listening to God always. It's a God-first mentality that we have here, which allows us to see that these thoughts that we have is not really about us at all. They're not about us. They're always protecting this identity, this personality, which we created. So when we in prayer say that you are whole, perfect, and complete, what in the world does that mean? Because when I say that, your mind goes, I'm broken. I've been through stuff. Oh my gosh, all these hardships. My life is falling apart. I'm losing something. I can't be whole, perfect, and complete. You're right. That's your personality. We're talking about a place right where you are, which each and every one of us is dwelling in, that is whole, perfect, and complete. If God is everywhere and God is here, what are you searching for? Are you searching for your identity because you've lost the idea that God is here? So you need to find your identity out in the world with other people. You need to people please. You need people to like you. Then you want to be aggressive and you got enemies and people don't like you. And then you take sides and everybody's doing the exact same thing and fighting and no one can rise above where we're supposed to be? Is that where you exist? Or do you wake up and then you fall back in place with God, recognizing that when you came in here, you came in here with nothing. When you leave with nothing. So between that, why are you holding on to nothing? Why are we holding on so tight to people, places, things, material stuff, and making things higher than us and lower than us and putting ourselves in all these kind of weird positions when you come here on Sunday and you acknowledge that God is the only power in your life, but you spend 365 days in fear? You give your power over to fear. You give your power over to anxiety. You give your power over to worry. You give your power over to depression. You give your power over to some person you've never met who's sitting in their mom's bathroom on social media telling you that they didn't like your post. You give your power over to the political environment, no matter what side you're on. You give your power over to everybody else. You give your power over when you come here and you complain about the congregants. You give your power over when you gossip about this place. You give your power over when you think that you're above people. Like, we give our power over every day, and yet we come here on a Sunday and we're told the same thing, and we can't walk that way on the planet. If you want to change the planet, don't change the planet, change yourself. Why is that important? If everybody in this room started to recognize who they were, that they were human, woman, walking on this planet, that would be contagious. And then the consciousness that we are all in, that the media keeps telling us is real, they keep telling you their vision of the world, and they want you to fight. They want you to be against each other. They don't want you to like each other. They use words like peace, love, and kindness as weakness. If you want to be peaceful, you've got to be really powerful, because that means that you're in control of your mind. A peaceful person is difficult. They're hard. They're troubling to be around. They're not disturbed by you. A fear-based person is disturbed by you because they're more concerned about themselves. The strongest place you can be is in peace and love. And I don't mean peace and love like a kumbaya, hippie kind of way. We love everybody. That's not what I'm talking about, because when Jesus walked into a room, he spoke truth to you, whether you liked it or not. But we're not patient enough to listen. We want it to happen now. And no matter how many Sundays you come here, and every Sunday you come here, they give you a mind treatment that says that God is all there is. If you just sat with that, things might shift. But that's our accountability. That's our responsibility. Responsibility means able to respond. So how do you respond? Right? We're all learning this. But Jesus walks on this planet and says, pray for your enemy. What happens when you start praying for your enemies? What happens? God, I hope this person that I'm telling myself over and over, that's my enemy, that I resent, that I don't like, blah, 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 blah. I hope they make it to heaven. I hope they've resolved their debts and their resentments and their hate and their unhappiness and the way they seem to walk on this planet in a miserable way. I pray for them. Why? Because I have an enemy inside of me that I'm battling every day between my human and my divine. So really, it starts with you. Can you pray for the enemy within you? And then can you pray for your own enemies in your own life? Can you? I don't know. That's the challenge of walking in love. That's why it's taken us 2,000 years to even understand what Jesus talked about. Right? It's better to say, well, he did it. He did it. And then not take any responsibility for right where we are. It's difficult to stand right where you are amidst people that are completely in disagreement with you. That's difficult. But that is our work here on Sundays when we show up. Our work here on Sundays is that we have to stand in the power that God is the only power that exists. There isn't two powers. Fear is imagined. Everything that we talk about, we're creating. We're talking about it. We retell stories. We get excited about our identities. We get excited about, like, well, I feel, that's what. Why do you think we ask people how they are? Because if they're doing worse than us, we feel a little bit good about ourselves. So we're always checking in. How are you? How are you doing? Oh, good. Oh, wow, that's horrible. I'm living good right now. I got a better life, right? We don't acknowledge it because you don't want to ask, how are you feeling today? How are you choosing to be today? What choices are you making to bring forth your greatness? What are you doing to impact others in a positive, awesome, dynamic way? How are you contributing to the planet from a place of love and peace rather than from hatred? What side do you like to rest on? Divine, or do you like to rest with everybody else and have them convince you of something? Because every day when you wake up, you're convincing yourself of a story about yourself that isn't true. And just think about it. Your parents had a moment where they got together. How they got together, who knows? But they got together. And in that moment, they created and brought you onto this planet. And now here you are. You come in, you come in with nothing. All these people around you educate you on how you should be. It's all wrong most of the time. Then you have to rise up from your own and discover who you are. That's our journey. And then you croak. Then you croak. And then you go to a funeral and you watch somebody that reminds you about being grateful, and you go, that's right, I should be grateful, I should be loving, I should be peaceful. And you get outside the church and you forget about it and you're right back into your life. So we are constantly reminded every single day that this is an abundant, prosperous, loving, peaceful place, but we can't see it because we forgot that we're whole, perfect, and complete. Where is the whole, perfect, and complete? If you're not your thoughts, you're not these thoughts that you're thinking, and this is trying to create a personality, where's the whole, perfect, and complete person? We talk about it. I'm whole, perfect, and complete. Oh, yeah, thank you. Everybody feels really good. Thank you so much. Could it be that we're awareness? That we're pure awareness? That we're coming into the awareness that we are, and we're aware that we don't have to dabble in these thoughts that are small? That the profound silence that we rest in the morning when we wake up is far greater than us adding sometimes our words to it? Have you ever thought that when you're speaking, you're lowering the vibration of a room? Can you add to the vibration of the room? If you listen to some of the music we have now, that's not adding to anything. The vibration of humanity is low. So we need each and every one of you right here, because you're going to go off to different locations on this planet, in the city, to stand in that vibration that you're meant to stand from as the divine self that you are. And it is difficult, because it is a lot easier to reject another human being and put them down and complain and gossip, because what you're really saying is, I don't have any responsibility with what I say. I take no accountability for what I say. So if I want to destroy another human life with my words, I will. I'll tell everybody about them. I'll create mean stuff about them. It could be a complete lie, but I'm just self-preserving myself because I don't want to look at myself, so I'm going to go make somebody else unhappy. Why do you think we live in a society where people are always saying, you're going to pay for that? What are we going to pay for? The way you feel and you don't want to deal with it, so I got to pay for it? That's how important you are right now on this planet. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing. That we need you to stand in that divine self that you are, so you become the example for the people that you're around. I don't want you to talk about it. I don't want you to say, I saw a hobbit speaking at church on Sunday, and this is what he wants us to do, put the ring away in the big pond, and everything will be fine. We don't have time for that anymore. We don't have time for hate. We don't have time for anger. We don't have time to hate each other. We're all in this together, right? We are all in this together. We are merging into a place of our divine nature, and you are being called right now. You are each being called right now. We don't have time for you to put expectations on people or say that all guys are this way, or all girls are this way, or all life is this way. Who cares? Right? Everybody walks around with a certain kind of privilege, and it's got to be this way, and if it's not this way, I'm eternal. Who cares? There's a great portrait of the two Marys and Jesus. So Jesus and Mary come over to see the other Mary. Mary's cooking dinner. She's rushing, moving around. She wants it to be perfect. She wants it to be good for Jesus. And the other Mary goes, sit down. Listen. Well, what does that mean? We don't want to listen. We're not patient. But that picture is telling us that the masculine is wisdom and the feminine is grace, and you can't have grace and wisdom unless you're listening. But we don't want to listen. And here's the greatest thing about God. Your senses, when I work with teenagers, because I have a group that we go to schools and we help them self-regulate with emotions. We teach them about mindfulness. Look at your senses. You're seeing, right? So you're taking in, you're smelling. There might be someone next to you who might not want to smell, but you're smelling. You're touching, you're tasting, right? What are your senses doing? They're receiving. You're a receiver. You're a receiver for God. Listening is reception. So receivership, listening, would be energetically considered feminine. There is nothing wrong with masculine because we need the masculine to take action, but we are over-masculinized on this country or in this country. We have negated the feminine, which is receptive, which is what Tom was bringing up when it comes to your heart. Your heart is receptive. Your heart magnetizes. When you step in your heart and you receive inspiration, that's God talking to you. You get that little pop and you go, and as you're going, 5 minutes into it, you go, it's not possible, I can't do this. Yeah, you can. You're the one that got the inspiration. No, I can't. It's going to be too hard. I'm just going to stay where I am. I like my comfort. I like my mind. I like my life. I like fear. I like to just be where I'm at because it's comfortable. You're not meant to be comfortable. Life is alive. You're alive. You're alive on this planet. If you have a shelter, you have food, you have clothes, what in the world are you not doing anything else because you just want to be in comfort and keep the same old, same old? That's not how God works. That's not how the universe works. How do we know that? Look at the trees. The leaves turn brown, they die, they get reborn. Everything around you in nature is showing you that there are seasons, that there are things going on. Some people are in relationships with people they hate, and that's their partners. Forgetting that relationships are two mirrors mirroring each other for the rest of your life. Right? Some people put people way up here on a pedestal, and then they're hurt that they have to fall off the pedestal, and that's not who they are. But we're not here to do that. That's not what we're here to do at Religious Science. We are here because we recognize that there is no fear, that there is only God, and no matter where I walk, here or there or everywhere, is God. I can't run from God. I can't hide from God. I can't do anything because there is God. Well, that's refreshing, right? The search is done. Then the next part of the search is if God is a perfect life, then I am that perfect life right now. I am whole, perfect, and complete right where I am. There's nothing wrong with me. There's nothing ever wrong with me. That everything that I've ever done in my life that I thought was awful and inhumane or whatever, God still loves you. We've never had a love like that, where you keep messing up and God keeps saying, it's okay. We're like, what do you mean it's okay? Aren't you going to punish me? It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Until finally we go, oh, good. Okay, I feel safe now. So the orgasmic part of love is the connection between your divine self and your human self rising together in the present moment. And the present moment doesn't mean you stop your thoughts. This mechanism is the only mechanism in your life that you need to learn how to control. Otherwise, we would be done, all of us in this room. Your pants would be wet because you didn't use the bathroom, right? Your blood would stop because you were trying to control your blood going through your veins. Your organs would collapse because you're trying to worry about like my digestive system, my kidneys, and my liver. So we don't have to worry about any of that. We just have to worry about this mind, this intellect. How can I use it to help me out on the planet? Not get used by it. And the final part about that is, if you think that what we do here is not in other faiths. Look at the Our Father. It starts off with O-U-R. He doesn't say my father or your father, and it doesn't even matter if you get triggered by father. The message is our. And I went to the Catholic convention, I think it was like 6 years ago in Anaheim, and they had a meditation just on O-U-R. You just sat with it. And you get out of yourself and you get into the we. Because you are important in this planet. We need you right now showing up as a religious science practitioner, person, anybody. All right, let's go into prayer. So we acknowledge right here, right now, that there is only one God, one intelligence, and one mind flowing. That God is everywhere present. That God is that perfect life, and we are perfect in that life, that we resonate that life right here and right now. And it is here in this prayer that we bring to mind any family, friends, people we may know that are struggling, that have lost somebody, that are grieving, that have lost a job, that have lost a relationship, that have lost a loved one, someone that is in the middle of a massive struggle. Bring them to mind. And if that's you, bring yourself to mind, knowing that this too shall pass. That God is a loving, expressive God, that God moves us through every situation, and every situation is brought forth in our life by that creative impulse by God. God is the solution to everything. So I release that now with gratitude by simply saying, and so it is. Amen.
Thank you, David. Your time, yes. Now we have special music. Dina Efferson. Thank you.
Thank you, David. I can almost see it, the dream, but it's inside my head. Reach it. I'm taken. Every move I make feels lost without direction. My faith is shaken, and I've gotta be strong. Gotta keep my head held high. There's always gonna be another mountain. I'm always gonna wanna make it move. There's always gonna be an uphill battle, but somebody's gonna have to lose. It ain't about how fast I get there. Ain't about what's waiting on the other side. Yeah, it's the climb. Struggles I'm facing, the chances I'm taking, sometimes might knock me down, but no, I'm not breaking. I may not know it, but these are the moments, yeah, I've gotta remember most. I've gotta keep going, and There's always gonna be another mountain. I'm always gonna wanna make it move. There's always gonna be an uphill battle, and sometimes I'm gonna have to lose. But it ain't about how fast I get there, ain't about what's waiting on the other side. Yeah. It's the fun, yeah. All about the climb, keep moving, keep climbing, keep the faith. This is all about you. All about the climb, keep on moving, don't stop calling, being in love.
Zena. Terrific.
Thank you.
We move on now to our time of conscious giving, where we can say this together in unison. Today, I give in love and joy from the overflow of abundance in my life. My gift goes forward to bless and uplift, fulfilling the purpose of our spiritual community. Lives are transformed. I am grateful, and so it is. And we have our center singers again.
I was like, God just talked. Thank you. Okay. Listo. In beauty, may I walk all day long. May I walk through the seasons. May I walk in peace. May I walk in peace. On this path, may I walk through my life. May I walk in old age. May I walk in peace. May I walk in peace. May I walk, 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 may I walk in peace. May I walk in peace. In joy, may I walk in love, may I walk in gratitude, may I walk in peace, may I walk in peace, in stillness. May I walk in forgiveness. In peace, may you walk. In peace, may we walk. In peace, may we walk. In peace, may you walk. In peace.
Thank you. Aren't they wonderful? Did you want to?
Everybody just put your hands together as a community as we bless the abundance and we shake our buns for the abundance that's raining down on this center and in each and every one of your lives this week. We celebrate the money that's coming into your individual lives, the money that's pouring into this community, and we simply say yes, and so it is. Amen.
So let us make a circle. Not holding hands yet. We've got affirmations to do. Hold our hands out and repeat after me. We know who you truly are.
We know who you truly are.
You are a unique way that Spirit is expressing.
You are a unique way that Spirit is expressing.
We love you.
We love you.
We appreciate you.
We appreciate you.
We thank God for you.
We thank God for you.
Welcome home.
Welcome home.